Wow, Virgos. Dang, there's some changes that went down. There's some big changes that went down. A lot of things that helped you. Like, I think you guys broke free from the situation, decided to change the stuff up. Whatever wasn't working. It's clear for yes, it's really clear. But now, Page of Swords, it talks about gaining more information. You're looking to see the situation, or gain more information for this, for whatever you're dealing with. Could be that you're meeting somebody new. Could be that, the Tower, really, the big change was that you met somebody unexpectedly and they kind of sparked some sort of passion, right? Because the Ace of Wands is right in the heart, smack dab of the reading. And I really like this energy. I really do. And so far, 2 of you guys have gotten it. And that's pretty darn significant. I don't know if y'all seen Leo, but hey. The thing is, for me, though, when I see the Ace of Wands and the Page of Pentacles, you guys are really trying to get to know this person because you guys are having, maybe you guys not necessarily having feelings. Some of you guys may be reconnecting with somebody from the past, or this could be that this is a passionate connection and you guys just want to get to know the person. You just really want to get to know them, learn more, discover who they are, kind of get in the sense of get an idea of who this person is. And so far, how you guys connected is very similar. Like, you guys share a lot of feelings. The Two of Pentacles, Two of Cups showing up here. So you guys are showing a lot of feelings. Like, there's a lot that you guys have in common. All right. If nothing, if anything, you just have a lot in common. I really think that's actually really cool. No, sorry. There we go. And the wonderful thing with the Two of Cups is that it usually indicates there's someone that feels the same way about you. So how you feel about them, you can definitely. I feel like you can definitely rest assured that this person most likely feels the same way about you. But this person kind of comes up as a soulmate. And I say soulmate not necessarily as like the one and all be all. Soulmates are necessarily not like that, especially how I read them. Soulmates are people that come into your life for a significant purpose, to help you learn more about yourself, to show you something in your life. And it can be here for a season, a reason, or for a lifetime. It all depends on how this person goes forward. But I really feel like you have a striking connection with them. You guys get along very well. You guys have a lot of similarities in your situation. Now, even if this is just like a friend that you may end up meeting, or someone that you feel really strong connection to, in the sense of not necessarily straight up romance, could be like this person has a lot of cool ideas, and you have similar ideas, right? You guys may be working on a project together, and that's how you guys met. All in all, there is something here that's tying you both together, and I think that has a lot to do with how you both feel about each other, how you guys think, and the chemistry between you two is pretty significant. Now, what's in your present is the two of Wands. There's a lot of decisions that you have to make, which explains why the Page of, you have a decision to make, which explains why the Page of Swords is coming up in your present. Well, in your underlying energy, right? Trying to get more information, especially after something unexpected happened, right? You're kind of trying to figure out how you want to kind of go about a certain direction. Like, I feel like there's the Two of Wands talks about being stuck at a crossroads. And so I really feel like for a lot of you guys, you're not only like feeling like you're stuck at a crossroads, but you also feel like you have a lot of options. I feel like you guys feel pretty inspired to move forward. You just don't know which direction to go into. Okay, so let me go ahead and clarify this. I want to know what the decision that you guys are trying to make here. What are you guys trying to decide here in the present? What decision are you trying to decide? Because the Ten of Swords is coming up in the outcome. That's weird in itself. But it's also talking about an ending, the Ten of Swords, like a very brutal ending. The Page of Swords can also indicate that there's a lot of blunt communication, right? You're trying to figure out where to go after some sort of situation came to a head, and now, either somebody's revealed their truth, communicated the truth a little bit inconsiderately, maybe. I'm not saying that your feelings are hurt, guys, but maybe somebody said something to you that made you pay a little closer attention to how they're acting. So let's see why the Two of Wands is coming out. The Strength card is about bravery, taking a step in a certain direction. It's very similar to Leo right now. You guys are really getting very similar to Leo. Like, you're getting similar messages from Leo, or not from Leo, but getting similar message to Leo. Okay, and it has to do with the Ten of Swords. I'm going to quickly clarify that. Why is the Ten of Swords coming up in their external energy? What is that supposed to say? What is ending here with the Ten of Swords? Because you got the hangman in the future. That usually just means that there's something that you may have to see from a different perspective. It's always about seeing something differently. Seeing something from a different angle. The Seven of Cups. The dream. The illusion. The fantasy. You're trying... Okay, so it's almost like this, right? I think the situation here just kind of had this, like... You met this person at first glance, right? Like, or first glance, you had some definitely unexpected vibes, right, from this person. Like, you just did not see this person coming in. And you connected very well. A lot of passion, a lot of excitement. And now you're trying to figure out what you're going to do in regards to the relationship, how to expand it, how to grow from it, right? There's a lot of passion here, man. Like, the biggest thing I'm seeing is strength. It's not necessarily about being brave and not taking risks. I don't think this is necessarily if you're afraid of taking any risks, really. But the page of the strength card is about passion. It's about lust. Ace of Wands was a lusty kind of card too. It's some, as a joke between me and my friends. The boner card is what we call it. So I kind of get this vibe that you guys have a lot of connecting, a lot of intimate feelings together. It's more than just connecting in such a significant way that's like, oh, friendly. But the Page of Swords is like you're trying to either communicate that you want more or communicate in a sense that, you know, you get to know this person before you start diving in deep, if that makes sense. But I feel like with the strength card here, like there's a passion here. You're trying to figure out how you're going to go about pursuing either this person. And I feel like you guys really want to connect the dots, if you feel what I'm saying. So with the Hangman coming up in the future, it's almost like it's a to be determined kind of card, the way it's placed like that. I kind of get this feeling with the Hangman. It's like there's a lot of things that may need to be considered after that. Or there's something that, you know, you're not quite sure of. Maybe you see something from a different perspective, but you have a lot of passion towards this person. Now, what's weird, right, is your advice is the Four of Pentacles. That is an interesting card to get, considering that you got a lot of passion in this area here. A lot of it. Especially right here. Wands, Two of Wands, strength, right? That is passion right there. And then and this willingness to act, this desire to act, a desire to kind of go against the grain, right? To not be too afraid, right? This is a really brave card. Like, you're willing to risk it or something, or really to be brave. Some of you guys, it may have nothing to do with having to be intimate with anybody, but it may have to do with, you know, being brave and taking a step in a direction that may seem like it's too good to be true, right? Ending the fantasy, making this a reality, you know, actually making a decision about what you want, putting an end to just dreaming about it and making it a reality. Some of you guys may be thinking of it like that. Maybe this person that connected, you have a lot of passion here, and it's just that, you know, maybe you do want more. And I think what this Ten of Swords is just straight up just putting an end to, you know, what's not real and what isn't. Because I think the Page of Swords is the truth seeker, right? Truth seeker is someone that seeks out the real and the intention behind things. So I feel like for some of you guys, it's always about figuring out what this other person's intention is, or not always, but I feel like this, you know, the basis is about seeing what your intentions are, or going about it purely off of your own intention and not really considering another person's intention, just focusing on what you want and, you know, and going about it. Some of you guys may be trying to figure out what you want to do with the situation. It kind of can be a little bit unpredictable, considering that, you know, you have the Ten of Swords there. That's like a situation where something's over, something's done, but you also have a recovery aspect to it. But with the Seven of Cups there, I kind of get the feeling that, you know, whatever just wasn't very realistic, whatever just made you feel like it was too good to be true, it's being put to an end, because I feel like you guys are starting to feel the reality of a situation, which is probably why, you know, there's potential for you guys to go into the Hangman energy in the future, which is like seeing something a little differently and not really going about it in the usual approach, because the usual approach isn't what's maybe needed here. But your best path to follow is the Four of Pentacles. Like, the best path to follow, the Four of Pentacles usually talks about holding something back, resisting, you know, not necessarily breaking free from from this placement, or breaking free from, well, the Four of Pentacles talks about the miser, right? The person, well, not necessarily the miser, right? It's not about a person. It's usually about what you're holding in, what you're keeping from coming out, right? What are you unwilling to let go of? And sometimes with that placement being there, with like taking action, and then with the Four of Pentacles, I kind of get this vibe that is saying to either to slow down, hold your horses just a little bit, kind of revise the situation. Because the Four of Pentacles doesn't necessarily just have to mean resistance. It can also mean really reevaluating, looking at your placements, your stability. Let's see why you got the Four of Pentacles there. All right, you guys have the Four of Pentacles with the Nine of Cups. What is the Nine of Cups telling us about the Four of Pentacles? I was just supposed to explain to us what this advice is. The Four of Cups. You have Four of Cups here in your hopes and fears. So, Four of Cups, Four of Pentacles, Four of Pentacles, Two of Cups, Two of Wands. Like, you got a lot of duplicates in here. I kind of get this vibe that with the Four of Pentacles, it's like the happiness. I think you guys realized that the situation, what makes you happy is literally right in front of you, right behind you, or whatever. Right? I think that's why you're willing to make the decision. Like, you're trying to figure out what you're going to do, how you're going to go about it, how you're going to pursue this relationship, right? With bravery, with strength, right? And of course, because I think this person really does make you happy. And the Four of Pentacles, to me, looks like it's, it's suggesting that, there's something being held back. There's nothing, there's something being held back. And I feel like with the Page of Pentacles, this is about getting more information. But I feel like it's also about communicating truths and having small conversations. Why is the Hangman in the future? Let's figure that out first. Why is the Hangman in the future? What is the Hangman telling us about the future? Why is Virgo potentially going to see something from a different perspective? What is Virgo going to be seeing from a different perspective? The Five of Wands. The challenge, the conflict. Why? What conflict are you referring to, Spirit? It's inner conflict, seeing love as in a different way, seeing a relationship in a different way. And I think that this person definitely trying you, right? Not in a bad way, like this person's not trying to come at you and argue with you or anything like that, but I am getting this vibe that this person will probably lead you to a place of not a limbo, but like the way they handle the situation, the way you handle the situation, the inner turmoil that you have with love, trying to make sure that this relationship is actually legitimate and not something that's just fantasy and all nice until the crap hits the fan, right? I feel like definitely when it comes to strength, bravery is definitely needed here, because this is a relationship that's kindling between the two, and there's maybe inner conflict with that Five of Wands regarding how this relationship really can be, right? That's a really scary thing when you can't really understand how something just is. Without really any factual stuff behind it. So I feel like this is really seeing how the situation can be, like being open to taking in a new perspective here with the Hangman. So which is why the best path to follow being the Four of Pentacles is like opening the door. The advice is to open the door. It's weird. It's like I kind of get this feeling like, before I kind of got the feeling that it was saying like to kind of hold back a little bit. Don't necessarily put all your eggs in one basket. Not necessarily put all your eggs in one basket, but like I guess kind of look at it a little closely, seeing how you guys are already at a foundational period. Like you guys are very in a position of foundation. Some of you guys may be like, maybe this is just like some place that you're comfortable, some place that keeps you safe. But the thing is, right, this Four of Pentacles doesn't talk about growth. It doesn't even talk about taking anything in. Like, of course, you've gained this. You got up to this point, but there's no more you can gain when you have the Four of Pentacles. And if you want more with the Nine of Cups that's coming up here, which is you had your dream because it took you a long time to either get it or see it or perhaps, consider it from someone else. I feel like now it's like perhaps the situation is saying in order to get the Nine of Cups, you have to leave this place where that keeps you safe, right? Leave this area in your life that makes you safe. Because even though that ends, a real, your fantasies, your dreams can come true. Okay. So, I really get this feeling with the Four of Cups and your hopes and fears, is that I don't think, because the Four of Pentacles can sometimes talk about feeling bored. Like you hope that the situation doesn't bore you, that this situation doesn't die down and leave you feeling apathetic and wanting more, wanting something exciting, something different. You know what I mean? Instead of getting hit with the same old stuff. Like for some of you guys, you may have hit with something, something blasé and something like. Then you finally focus on what you wanted, and that came to you, right? You finally manifested what it is that you wanted, and you're holding on to that because, of course, it makes you happy now. Or it's just something that took a long time to kind of get to, because Four of Pentacles is a very slow energy. So it tells me that you guys may have had a long time getting to this place of stability, but there's so much more behind. There's so much more ahead, I think more that you may desire, which is the Seven of Pentacles here, that the Four of Pentacles isn't helping you get anywhere close to. So I feel like with their hopes and fears being the Four of Pentacles, I kind of get this vibe that for some of you guys, like the situation, the hope is that, you continue to, go and pursue your dream, or you be able to, focus on what you want, versus being hit with the fear of being hit with a situation where it's blasé, it's boring, or it's leaving you feeling apathetic because there's nothing rich or nothing new coming to the situation. You know what I'm saying? But the Ace of Wands is something that's exciting, passionate. It's a vibrancy. Sometimes it's with rekindling with somebody that you know, something that you already know. But your outcome is showing the Knight of Swords as someone coming in really fast, very quickly. Someone that's very determined and very, very focused on their path. They're very focused on their truth. Like they're very tunnel vision when it comes to communicating with people and communicating with their truth. I don't know if this is you or someone else. This talks usually can talk about somebody that comes in really fast and really aggressive about how they feel, not how they feel, but what their truth is. And with the Page of Swords, Knight of Swords, it may be a really strong truth this person's going to say. I don't think it's hurtful, but I do think it shatters any unrealistic images of what's presently going on, right? It shatters them. I think either that, or it helps you to feel like you're making a more direct decision. Something starts to kind of show its true colors. That's why I feel like with the Seven of Cups, it was dreamy, it was nice, it was romantic. Then something gets real really fast, and it doesn't necessarily feel very good. It's almost like you guys have to figure out what you guys are going to do now. I think with some of you guys, to be honest with you, I kind of get this feeling that for some of you guys, your situation with this person maybe left you feeling like you don't really know what to do about how you're going to move forward with this individual, or if at all without them. Because I kind of get this vibe that with the Hangman being in this energy, you just kind of feel like you have to make a new decision, see something a little differently about love because of some sort of conflict that's happened here, right? This is conflict about the lovers, about how you feel, about what you want. Really not really about what you want, but what your heart wants and how your heart kind of accepts that. You know what I mean? So with that kind of dynamic going on, it's almost like it's so weird. Like the Four of Pentacles is giving me so many different messages. It's either telling me that the best path to follow is the Four of Pentacles because, is not necessarily holding back or resisting, but more of like taking your time to really figure out what is of value to you, what your value is, something similar to that. Like trying to figure out if something is, trying to figure out what you want. In order for you to be able to break free from the Four of Pentacles, break free from this comfort zone, what is your next aspiration? What is your next goal in mind? Because that will help end the constant spiel of boring and nothing happening, being stuck in limbo or continuing to be stuck in limbo. And there finally being a direction for you to be able to kind of feel like you have a way out, if that makes sense. No breaking the blasé, as I said earlier. So let's go ahead and take a look at your Wisdom of the Oracle here. See what additional information we can get from you, Virgo. What an interesting reading, y'all. Okay, serendipity. You guys have a card of luck. That's a lucky card. Well, that's a card that means that luck is on your side right now. There's nothing to fear, nothing to worry. Luck is on your side. Okay? Alright. Reveal this truth. And you got a lot of that right there. Knight of Swords, Page of Swords, Ten of Swords. Revealing the truth. It usually is talking about looking beyond the mask. No longer hiding behind a certain, persona or a certain, I guess, a certain not stereotype, but like, if you've been a certain person for a long time, people are going to expect that person of you, and nobody gets to expect anything, right? Because because you have to live with you, right? You can't be someone for everyone. You can't be, be what everyone expects. You have to be who you expect. You got to be who you can trust, right?